Hello, guys. Are you feeling a little vulnerable? A little vulnerable? Because I am. I'm definitely a part of this collective. Okay. The angels are showing me a snake shedding its skin, and I'm hearing the last layer. So you're shedding, actually, let me tap in for a second. Yes, you're shedding this last layer of your skin. This last layer of the old version of you, and it can feel very uncomfortable. I feel like you feel a little raw right now, a little exposed, but it's not as raw or exposed you may have felt, they're telling me 6 months ago. You've gone through this deep transformation process. I'm really getting over the last 6 months. Like, it's been intense over the last 6 months. For some of you guys, it could be up to a year, but there's something significant about the last 6 months. Let me pull this a little closer. 111 could be significant. You could be seeing 111. But they're also referring to the channel that I did about the last lap, and they're saying, like, why am I seeing like a snake slithering around the track? This message is like a sister message to that one, kind of. But they're telling me like it's a little bit of a deeper layer. We're going into what's happening on that final lap, right? So I love how like these channels are putting like they're fitting together like puzzle pieces. But so yeah, you know, when a snake sheds its last layer of skin, it's going to feel a little raw, right? A little vulnerable, a little exposed. It's the new skin is fresh, right? You're still learning how to walk in this new skin. You're still learning how to navigate it. You could have also been looking at old pictures of yourself or just like past versions of yourself. I'm seeing Snapchat memories. You could have had some old Snapchat memories pop up. And I'm hearing this left you feeling a little exposed. So yeah, there's something about you outgrowing a specific version of yourself. And what I'm getting is like, there's moments. Let me tap in. Let me just tap in. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. There's moments where you may want to resort back to old versions of you. And I'm picking up on like vices. So you could be struggling with vices right now to bring you comfort during this time of integration, to help you become a little more comfortable walking in this new skin. Okay, so they're bringing to my attention the fact that I was watching. It's weird because a few days ago, oh, my stomach, I don't know if y'all can hear my stomach. I just ate, so like my food is digesting and I have IBS, so I'm sorry if you can hear my stomach. I know it's a TMI. Anyways, okay. Shoot, what was I saying? God. If you guys watch my videos, I feel like you really love me for me because I'm all over the place all the time. Okay, so a few days ago, or even just like yesterday, like I could watch my videos and I loved them. And I loved everything that I said. Like I felt like I was being authentic and I felt like I was delivering the message in the most accurate and concise way that I could in that moment. And today I felt really raw and vulnerable when I was watching some of my videos, especially during the moments where I was a little more vulnerable and talking about some of my personal experiences. And I was like, why am I all of a sudden feeling exposed? It's almost like a vulnerable hangover is what I was feeling. And you guys could be feeling that. Like there could be moments where you're showing up more authentically and you get this vulnerability hangover where you're like, I can't believe I said that, or I can't believe I let this person see me this way. I can't believe that I allowed myself to like let my guard down even for just a second. You could have moments like that. And it doesn't have to show up in that specific way, but there's just something about you feeling a little uncomfortable in your new skin. I'm seeing Footloose. Footloose could be significant. Excuse me. They're specifically showing me the girl. I love Footloose. I've seen that movie so many times. Really the new one though. What is her name? I forgot her name, but they're showing me the girl. What about her? They're saying she had to be born anew and it was an uncomfortable process. Yeah, because she was like this very rebellious spirit. If you're from the South, I bet you know a little something about Footloose, yeah. Okay. Now they're showing me the guy, and they're saying how he encouraged her like rebellious spirit. And now they're bringing up your higher self, okay? So there's something about you being pushed, and I'm hearing like by your ancestors that just came through, to express yourself in ways that you haven't before, and to show up in ways that you haven't before. And for some of you guys, you may not have done this yet, and you're still like navigating it. For others of you guys, you have, and that's where that vulnerability hangover is coming from. Okay, we're gonna pull from this Monology deck. We're gonna get into the specifics. I just heard Nebraska. Nebraska could be significant. So when you're gonna want to take a trip to Nebraska, or someone is taking a trip to Nebraska. Yeah, I'm seeing Footloose. You know what I'm seeing, y'all? I'm seeing that church scene. Did my light just flicker? I'm seeing that church scene. Is this like where I want it to be? I kind of wish it was down more, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm seeing the church scene in Footloose, and it's the scene where she's sitting in the church, but I don't remember her sitting in the church. Maybe that'll make sense in a second, because that's coming through a little blurry. Emotions are running high. Yeah, that vulnerability hangover. Yeah, there's something here about you being more seen, like feeling more seen. Some of you guys could be spending more time out at night. That's coming through as I'm looking at this card. I'm also seeing, I'm seeing movies where people are in space. So that could be significant. You could really love to watch movies like that. Okay. Or anything that has to do with, any shows. Oh shoot, I messed up my cards, haven't I? Any shows that have to do with the dissolving of time is what I'm getting, or like that have to do with quantum physics or science. Like you could really like science fiction. I'm seeing the 100. I love that show too. Okay. A personal issue reaches resolution. If there's something you've been struggling with, Spirit is saying it's you're gonna find a solution to it. I also have nothing is yet set in stone. With these waves, I'm getting you're still flowing. Like that's what's coming through. There's something about energy still moving. And I'm hearing like you still learning how you want to be in the world is what I'm getting. Okay. A new start is coming as well. Pink and purple could be significant. You could be wearing pink or purple. Okay, now we're gonna get into tarot to get some specifics on these cards. The one I'm most drawn to is emotions are running high. You guys could be feeling more emotional, or just the word I'm getting is exposed in some way. I'm hearing you're feeling called to be your true self. I'm seeing motorcycles again. You know what? I think there's something about you guys having a rebellious energy, because they were showing me, I forgot her name from Footloose, but they were showing me her, and she was like a very rebellious spirit, especially because her parents were like very religious. That could be what it is as well. Some of you guys could be opening up more about your spirituality or talking more about it. That could be why you're feeling exposed. You could also just be leaning more into your authenticity. They're bringing up how my Uranus is in the first house. So your Uranus placement could be significant. And Uranus is the planet of innovation, technology, rebelliousness. It's also ruled by Aquarius. So it's very unique energy. So wherever that planet is in your astrology chart, like the house it's in, could very much be the area of your life where you're being called to be a little bit more rebellious, a little bit more yourself, a little bit more authentic, if you wanted to look that up. But yeah, there's something, I feel like you're really tapping into your rebellious spirit at this time. I'm hearing like I'm not playing games anymore. I'm seeing a checkers board though. I love how they said, I heard you're not playing games anymore, and then I saw a checkers board. I just heard you're playing checkers, I'm playing chess. You could have grown up around people that were very religious. You could be from the South like me. I'm hearing you stand out from the crowd. You stand out from the crowd, and this has been something that has sometimes felt like a burden, but you're meant to own it. You're meant to lean into it. I feel like you guys are showing up more authentically, and this is leading to you feeling a little bit exposed, right? And I'm hearing like it's part of the process. This is part of you becoming who you truly are, and they're bringing up your higher self. There's something significant about your higher self guiding you at this time, like a future version of you or a higher version of you, helping you tap into this energy in this moment. I'm hearing meditation could be significant. Someone could have done a meditation recently that helped them to do this, helped them to tap into their higher self. And now I'm seeing the guy again. What if there's something here? Okay, we've been talking a lot about love, and I don't want this to be like go 100% into love, because I'm kind of just in this I'm in a weird space with that. Anyways, but they're guiding me to talk about it, and this is your message, so I'm gonna honor you here. Okay, so in that movie, in Footloose, the girl is from a very religious family, right? And so there's all these expectations that her family has of her. And the one thing that she wants to do is dance, but she's not allowed to do that because her brother died coming home from prom, or somewhere where they danced. I think it was prom. And so like the town forbid anyone of dancing, which is crazy. And so the one thing she wants to do is dance, and she has this innately rebellious spirit. Like she is very independent, and she's just, you can tell she's different from like the people she's like the household she grew up in and the people she's kind of around. And then this guy moves to her town, and obviously, you know, they fall in love, but he's already like super rebellious and like very independent, his own, like he's his own person, and he helps bring out this part of her even more, I feel like, in certain ways, or he helps her to own it. Like she feels more powerful like when she's with him. So I feel like for those of you who are attracting love, because that's what we've been talking about, I feel like there's someone coming in that's going to help you own this energy, own this rebellious part of you. There's something significant about your chart. Like there's something significant about your Uranus placement, I feel like, in that area of your life. You could have Uranus in the 7th house, so you could really need partners that shake up your life, like people that are very independent and unconventional in a way. That's coming through. But yeah, I feel like you're meant to be around people who appreciate your more rebellious nature, or like the more, or if you don't resonate with being rebellious, more of like this authentic part of you. And I feel like that's coming in. I feel like that's why they're showing me Footloose. Okay. Footloose, Footloose, kick off your Sunday shoes. Oh, that's such a classic. I need to go line dancing. That'd be so fun. Maybe I should get me a little cowboy and we go line dancing together. Y'all, I grew up in the South, but I'm not even really that country for real. Like, I like country music, but I'm like, I don't know. Okay. Immediately with this, is this 8 or 9 of Pentacles? 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Just had a moment. I feel like you guys have been conditioned out of believing the more unconventional parts of yourself are, you've been conditioned out of believing that the more unconventional parts of yourself are like not likable. I'm even hearing like the weird parts of yourself. And there's something about, I'm hearing own it. Like there's something about you needing to own something specific about yourself. And I feel like you're feeling pulled to do that right now. And I feel like they're telling me you leaning into this is going to help you master something. Like master something in your life. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I'm hearing mastery. Philosophy could be significant. That just came through. You could really love philosophy and just like asking the big questions. I'm picking up on heavy Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius could be in your big 3. I'm picking up on a Sagittarius rising or a Sagittarius north node. That's coming through. Sagittarius Venus. That would make sense too because we're just talking about love. And Sagittarius energy is that philosophical, adventurous, big picture thinking energy. And if it's in your Venus sign, then that means you need that in love, right? You need someone that makes you think about things in a big way, someone that excites you, right? So that's coming through. There's something here about you needing to recognize, and obviously saying this with love, that the more unconventional parts of you, the weird parts of you, the parts of you that I'm hearing nobody gets to see, are worthy of unconditional love. That's what unconditional tried to come through there. I'm hearing owning your worth, seeing your worth, and being around people who appreciate those parts of you as well. I'm really drawn to emotions are running high. Are you guys feeling extra emotional about something? I'm picking up on someone like waking up really early. Like I'm getting like 5 or 6 o'clock. That could be significant, like you not getting enough sleep, or maybe going to bed later because you're feeling like restless or emotional. That's coming through. I'm hearing you're being activated, or you're going through like ascension symptoms. Like your frequency is rising. Your consciousness is rising. Also just heard someone in your life could be activating you. Someone could be activating you. Like someone, I'm hearing like someone could be triggering you right now and like it's causing you to become more aware. That just came through. Like a parent figure or an authority figure. Like you're being called to show up more, and this is like calling out the more authoritative part of you, or the it's like strengthening you in some way. That's coming through. I'm also seeing waterfalls. I just heard Niagara Falls. Don't be goofy. Okay. I'm hearing with this 2 of Wands, I'm hearing expand your horizons. You're being called to expand your horizons. Some of you guys could feel called to travel right now, or you want to travel, especially if you have that Sagittarius energy. I'm really drawn to that water in the background. You could feel called to go near water right now, or to cleanse yourself, like take cleansing baths. That could be significant. 2s could also be significant. Expand your horizons. Astrocartography is coming through, which is this I don't know what to call it, a system, I guess. astrocartography is what it's called. I kind of said it weird the first time, but it's this system that's based off of it's like it reads your astrology chart. I feel like you guys probably know this, but you put like your chart over like a map, and it shows you what places would activate certain parts of your chart. And so you could be being called to go to certain places because it's going to activate dormant parts within you, because everything's just energy, right? I really believe that, like, in past lives, or I believe in past lives. So I believe we had past lives, and like we lived certain lives, and so in certain places, and so if we go there, it can activate like dormant parts of our DNA or dormant parts of our energy. It's like a remembering almost, right? Okay. I feel like one compliment you guys could get is that you're very intelligent. That just came through. Like I just heard, y'all, my stutter can be so annoying sometimes. Oh, my throat chakra. One day I'll do a story time on like why my throat is so blocked. But anyways, shoot, what was I saying? You know what? Maybe I wasn't meant to say that. Okay, there's not, so I'm gonna keep it to myself. I don't know why, but that's probably why I stuttered. Okay. Okay, with the Six of Swords in reverse, I'm hearing some of you guys could be resisting moving forward, like moving something forward. This could be a plethora of things. Take it how it resonates. But I just heard like scarcity mindset. There's something about you clinging. I'm seeing the Four of Pentacles in my mind's eye. There's something about you clinging to an outdated, I'm hearing like a person, like an outdated person or an outdated energy within you, or a place. There's something in your life that you're clinging to, that spirit is guiding you to move forward with, because you're being guided to expand your horizons. For some of you guys, you could be guided to travel like a lot. That's what I'm getting. This could be something that you're a little afraid of. I'm also getting with that card that some of you guys may be feeling called to move, but I just heard you don't have all the resources that you need. I just heard make it work. Like spirit's gonna make it work. I'm hearing something needs to happen. Like there's some kind of, with this Two of Wands, I feel like there's something that needs to expand in your life. I'm hearing for dormant gifts to come online. I'm really drawn to that World card. Some of you guys could live overseas. I'm in America, so some of you guys could live overseas. I'm picking up on like London or Paris. That could be significant. Why is that coming through? Okay. I'm reading a book right now, and there's this place called Sansaronian, and it's the place in the book where the vampires live. And so it's a very like dry place, like dry, and like everything's black, and like it's kind of a gory place. Like everywhere you walk, people are like you know, biting each other. I gotta be careful with what I say on here, but yeah, they're bringing that to my attention. So it's like, I feel like wherever you are is creating a drought. And that came up in the other reading. Creating a drought, like I feel like you feel like your energy is being sucked out of you, or you can't like get your feet on the ground is what I'm getting. I think I'm having a revelation while I'm doing this. And there's a fear of you moving forward. Like there's some kind of scarcity here, right? So you could want to move, or you feel called to step out of your comfort zone and maybe travel somewhere, but there's this fear. Yeah, I'm hearing money. So you may feel like you don't have all the resources that you need to move forward. Yeah, Nine of Wands in reverse. And then we have the World card. I can't show that. Shoot. The World card. I keep hearing you're being guided to move forward and close out a cycle. I'm hearing something that you're about to do is going to close out a cycle, like officially. I'm picking up on moving. For a lot of you guys, I'm getting that you're being called to move. Let's see here. With the Six of Pentacles, I just heard you're going to be given the money. Something is about to manifest. Something is about to ground. And you're going to be given what you needed. I'm hearing it's going to be at the most unexpected time as well. Like, I feel like you don't see this coming right now, and you're not really supposed to. Let's take this out as well. Nine of Wands. I just saw that in my mind's eye as well. Nine of Wands. This is happening pretty fast. I'm getting within the next couple of weeks. I'm getting next couple of weeks, 1 month, and 3 months. But I'm hearing by the 3rd month, something in your reality is going to have changed. Something in your reality is going to have changed. So 3 months is what? April, May, by June. Okay, they're bringing to my attention the fact that sometimes I get in my head about, you know, how I do my readings, because everyone does their readings differently. And I feel like the last couple of videos has been just me actually coming into how I'm meant to do my readings. And so there's something here about you recognizing that you're not meant to do something in the same way someone else is. Like, you're meant to walk your own path. You're meant to show up in your own way, and it's going to look different. Interesting. And I'm being guided to look at this card. A personal issue reaches resolution or solution. So I feel like with me saying that, there's an energy, there's a certain energy that you may be showing up in that needs a bit of an adjustment. And it's because, like, you're meant to show up in your way. You're meant to do things your way. I'm hearing writing. Writing could be significant. Social media could be significant. I'm hearing even the way you plan on running a business. You're meant to do it in your way. Also just heard raise your prices. If you started a business or you own a business, raise your prices is what I'm getting. You deserve more. I just heard you're underselling yourself. Yeah, if there's something that you're having, like, you're questioning or you're unsure about, you're going to get clarity on that very soon. And this makes sense too. Now I'm being guided to look at these oracle cards again. Nothing yet is set in stone. You're not meant to stay where you are at all. You're not meant to stay where you are. With that Two of Wands, I really feel like a lot of you guys are meant to travel or move right now. I'm seeing hiking. Like, I'm seeing someone with a backpack hiking. I feel like some of you guys, most expressive, I'm getting like a travel vlogger energy. For one of you guys here, you could want to be a travel vlogger. And Spirit is saying, like, you had that dream for a reason. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. I'm also seeing Dancing with the Stars. I'm seeing Alex Earl. She could be significant, or her story could be significant, her journey. Someone here could want to be on Dancing with the Stars. That's coming through. Or you could just really like that. Or you could just really like that show, and that's confirmation. We have the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords. I just heard balance logic with intuition. That just came through very clearly. You know what? I feel like whatever this is, okay, I feel like you guys could be overthinking something. Overthinking how you want to move forward, overthinking what decision you want to make next. And it's because I feel like you're being a little bit more logical. And there needs to be a balance here. Balancing your logic with your intuition. Balancing your mind with your emotions. I'm hearing your heart needs to be in cohesion with your mind. Also really drawn to that water again. Someone here could be guided to travel overseas or lives overseas. I'm also seeing rivers, and I kept seeing rivers and waterfalls. Water is very significant here. You could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could have those in your big three. You know what? You could have a significant 9th house placement as well, because 9th house is the house of travel. I feel like there's a fear here. Like there's something about you guys that are meant to expand your horizons. Like maybe you're meant to travel more. You're meant to do more, like do something that's out of your comfort zone, and you could be resisting it a bit. Okay. Excuse me, I'm also seeing castles. Aren't castles usually in like London? That's what I'm seeing. Interesting. I just heard for some of you guys, you could really resonate with like monarchs or like, hold on. I just heard a royal bloodline. For some of you guys, you could come from a royal bloodline and you know this, or you feel like when I say that you resonate with it, or you think like, oh, I've thought that before. Why is that coming through though? Let me see what cards came out. Y'all. Okay, is this upright or reverse? Dude. As I say, you came from a royal bloodline. King of Wands and Three of Cups. Some of you guys definitely came from a royal bloodline. Why is this coming out? Because we're going to get into this. Because what? 3111. I'm hearing ancient Egypt could be significant. Why is this coming out in this reading though? Like, I'm hearing there's something about you needing to own your power. Like, you could be afraid of your power in some way. And this is also why you feel you could be being called to step into a new level of power. Like, a new level of authenticity like we were talking about. And this means tapping into that energy, like of you being from a royal bloodline. And this could be an energy that you're afraid of. Now, this doesn't mean like you become like some easy, which I don't even have to say that. You guys aren't going to do that. If you're watching this, you're not that type of person. But like, you know, but that's significant though, because I feel like you could be afraid that if you step into your power, you're going to like be egoic, or you're going to overuse it or use it in the wrong way. And I'm seeing Spider-Man, and I'm hearing with great power comes great responsibility. And it's like, no, like, I really feel like you're Spider-Man in this instance. Like, you know how to use your power for good, you know? Now Marvel movies are coming, or Marvel characters are coming through. I'm seeing on Black Widow. She's so hot. Okay. Anyways. Why is this coming through though? Why is this coming through? I'm so curious. Okay, give me clarity on this card, please. Okay, you guys are struggling to make a decision right now. That's why this energy is coming through, right? I feel like you guys carry a natural, like, authoritative energy. Seriously, I have my Uranus in the first house. You could have your Uranus in the first house, or you could have your Pluto in the first house, or your just Pluto placement could be significant, but there's somewhere in your chart, like, you carry, it doesn't even have to be in your chart. The point is, you carry a very strong authoritative energy that I feel like you're resisting tapping into at this time. Like, I'm really getting king energy. You could actually attract a lot of attention, or maybe somebody has told you before that they're intimidated by you, or like you never know how people are going to react to you. That's coming through. But there's something about you having a king energy. That's what I'm getting, or a queen energy. And I feel like deep down you know this. It's like giving humble king or humble queen. I feel like a lot of people may gravitate toward you or feel safe with you, or like look to you as someone that gives good advice, or just see you as this leader, right? You could also be someone who has paved their own path, like, and a lot of people don't really have the career that you have, or I'm picking up on social media as well. Like, you could be a content creator, you could be someone, or you could, the business owner thing as well. Like, you could be a business owner. A lot of things are coming through. But yeah, I feel like you're like a king or a queen. Like, you have that energy, but it's giving humble, like you care about your people type of thing. Does that make sense? Especially with this Three of Cups coming out, right? That's definitely giving like right. But okay, so you're meant to use this energy to tap into like your true desires, your true heart's desires. We had the 10 of Wands come out. the Seven of Cups, and then we have the Two of Swords. I feel like you're struggling to make a decision right now because there are so many options, and this could feel very burdensome, right? You could feel like you could also just feel weighed down by how much needs to change in your life. You could feel pulled in many different directions as well right now, but you're struggling to make a decision. And this decision, I feel like, is really going to move things forward for you. It's really going to expand you. But you're struggling, right? You're meant to tap into this king energy, this authoritative energy, and be like, actually, I know the way. Actually, I don't need anyone to tell me. I'm going to follow my heart, and I'm going to do what I'm feeling called to do. Y'all, I love you guys. I get sad when I'm like, please let the reading go longer. Like, I love being with you guys. Okay. With this Two of Pentacles, again, I got balanced logic with intuition, because I feel like with that Ten of Wands coming out as well, I feel like you guys are kind of going back and forth with something, or you're I feel like you think you're confused about something, but you actually know exactly what you want. You're just afraid to actually want it. Like, you're afraid to truly desire what you desire because of these options, right? There's so many different directions you could go in. There's so many different things you could do. Tap dancing could be significant. I was looking at his feet and I was like, look how like he's tap dancing. Okay. His hat is very significant as well. I'm really drawn to it. I keep hearing stormy seas. I was hearing that earlier and I was like, okay, you're not, like, can you give me some context to that? I'm also wearing blue. Stormy seas. Give me some more, what else with this Two of Pentacles? What else is with this Two of Pentacles, Spirit? Y'all, the way that this Hierophant just flipped out on my, look how it landed, y'all. Look how it landed. I just think that's so crazy how and it landed facing me reversed. Okay. You know what I'm hearing with this? Okay. So you could have a very blocked throat chakra is what's coming through. And it's because I'm hearing people talked you out of your authority. Like, I'm getting, you could be someone who's very intelligent. That came through earlier. And you see the world in a very broad and maybe philosophical way, or you have a very youthful spirit is coming in as well, but you also balance that with a very like old energy. Like, I feel like you could resonate with being an old soul. Like, you have a depth, and I just heard like, no, not everyone gets to see that depth, or not a lot of people bring it out of you, but when it does come out, we have the Hierophant in reverse. I feel like people don't like it. Like, there's this energy of you feeling like you need to dim yourself, like dim your inner knowing, dim your power, dim your authority, your inner authority. I'm getting that you're very independent, like you're very self-led, and you feel the need to dim that because people don't like it, or people feel some type of way about it. And it's like, excuse me, I just ate dinner. Okay. Yeah, it's like you've been conditioned not to trust your intuition, or not to trust your heart, not to trust your inner guidance. I feel called to tell you that maybe you should look at your human design. That's a whole nother thing though. I don't know if I can actually go into that during this reading because I don't want it to be so super long. Well, shout out to the guy that was like, just flow, okay? I'm gonna just flow, okay? I love you. But yeah, there's something, because human design can tell you about your inner authority and how you're meant to make decisions. So you could actually, if you don't know anything about that, you could go on my Instagram and just type in human design on the people on my follower list, and it'll pull up a few people that I follow that do human design, and you could kind of like go down that rabbit hole. But yeah, you're meant to trust your inner authority. There's a way that we're all meant to make decisions, and I feel like you haven't been trusting that. And there's something you're being guided to do, a decision you're being guided to make. You're being guided to expand in some way, y'all. But people have made you distrust that inner authority, that inner knowing that you have. I'm hearing you have a very powerful presence as well. Like I'm getting like you walk into a room and like people are like, whoa, is that? Like you're giving aura, okay? You're giving king, you're giving queen. But you underestimate that. You underestimate your power. You know what, guys? I feel like when you tap into this energy, this is going to bring you a solid community. And the sun card, right? So happiness. There's something about you being a light and like are you being, hold on. Also just her gaining recognition as well. You could do social media with this Three of Pentacles coming out. Or you could want to. And I feel like the key to that is embracing, you know what's coming through? The inner child with the sun. I just heard the key to you attracting true community is reconnecting with your inner child, right? And your inner child is going to be essential to you understanding your heart's desires and what you're passionate about. And I feel like this is going to lead to like lasting success if you're doing social media, or lasting success in your business, or even like you broadening your, this energy is coming through a little cloggy. Like I just got kind of tired. This could be something that you're a little resistant to is what I'm getting. Give me another card to clarify these, Spirit. Give me one more card to clarify these. Whoa. Knight of Swords in reverse. It came out over there by itself, so I'm gonna take it. I'm hearing you're someone who has struggled with, again, with being unsure of yourself with this Knight of Swords in reverse, or just feeling like, I'm getting like a clogged energy. Like I just got like major brain fog there. So you could also be someone who has struggled in like group settings as well. Or you could be someone that actually thrived in group settings. Interesting, hold on. Okay, you could be someone who like actually is like very extroverted and loves to be around people. That's what's coming through very strongly. And sometimes this can clog, like I'm getting like an infiltration of like other people's energies. So you could be someone who has really struggled with caring about, you know, how maybe your friends are going to, but that's not, how do I say this? Because I want to be articulate when I talk about this. You know what? I feel like you are someone who is meant to share your ideas with people or share your knowledge with people, and this actually genuinely makes you happy. With this Sun card, yeah, this genuinely makes you happy. But you're someone who resists that. I'm hearing unconventional thinking. You could actually be guided to share more of your opinions or perspectives of the world on social media. That's coming through with this Three of Pentacles. You could also be someone who already has a platform and you don't share much about your opinions or your perspectives. I'm even getting politics. Like you could be someone who really cares about politics, but you don't really talk about it. That's coming through. But there's something about you expanding yourself in some way. Like you're being guided to step outside of your comfort zone or to do something that might make the people around you a little uncomfortable, but makes your inner child feel happy, makes you feel proud of yourself. That's coming through. I'm hearing taking yourself a bit more seriously as well. You could have been someone who didn't take yourself seriously because maybe other people didn't take you seriously, and you're being guided to take yourself more seriously or take your desires more seriously as well. There's something here about groupthink though with this Three of Pentacles as well. Like you could have really succumbed to groupthink, and like even though you're a very unconventional person, you could have just like went along with the crowd or, you know, did what everybody else was doing. But you're actually someone who's a leader and meant to stand out. That's why this King of Wands or Three of Cups energy is coming out. And you know, I feel like that energy was hard for me to get, like I had to get through the energy. Like there's this denseness here, like this lack of like maybe you don't fully believe in yourself just yet, and that's again why you're afraid to, you know, step outside of your comfort zone. Or maybe you're just afraid of how like things in your life are going to change if you do, because again you're used to like maybe being in groupthink, or I'm hearing like following the trends, or just doing what you think other people would like instead of doing what your heart desires or doing what you're feeling called to do. I'm hearing like a suppression of your throat chakra, or like your thoughts, like your ideas. Like people don't like what comes out of your mouth because you're giving authority. Like you're giving like I speak the truth. Like you're giving I see through bullshit and I'm calling it out. What did you guys think this was? Right? You could have Aquarius in your big three as well. Like I'm picking up on that heavy. Like you gotta have some Aquarius in there, dude. And if you don't, that's okay too. I feel like that just means your Uranus placement is probably a very strong placement. There's a lot that goes into astrology, y'all. The degree, the placement, the sign. So, but yeah, I did pick up on strong, like unconventional, like Aquarius energy here. The moon is also your inner child, so that could be significant. Your moon placement is going to tell you what makes your inner child feel safe. So maybe if you lean into that, I feel like you can move forward in a sense. Like, for instance, let me give you an example. My moon is in Capricorn. So for me, I feel safest when I'm working towards a goal, or I feel like most nourished when I'm working towards a goal, or I create more structure in my life. Routine helps me as well. Because Capricorn is that very hardworking, structured energy. Even though my moon placement is like the hardest placement I have, it's like the hardest moon placement to have. But yeah, okay. Knight of Pentacles on top. I feel like this is going to give you a lot more opportunities as well. Like you could be someone who has received opportunities in the past, or like you're someone who, okay, shoot my leg. My leg. Okay. What was I saying? What was I saying? Okay, you could have been someone who received opportunities in the past that didn't resonate with you, or you could just be someone who doesn't, or maybe you haven't, like you haven't received ones that really align with you. But I feel like when you connect more with your inner child and really connect to what brings you joy, what makes you feel most powerful and most like yourself, you're gonna get more opportunities. I'm not worried about that. Oh, and those don't align. Okay. They're guiding me to the ancestral deck. Excuse me again. Where's my tea? I'm gonna grab my tea. I don't want to knock over the camera. Okay, y'all, I'm about to start, so like don't look at my pimples. Okay, please don't mess up the camera. I wouldn't have to readjust it. Oh my god, it's terrible. Okay, these cards make me want to dance. Like these ancestral cards, I'm like, okay, let me tap back in, Quay. We have Boo Boo the Fool coming out already. Came out in the last reading, or the reading before that. Possibilities and potential. Dude, you see how he's like about to step off the, expanding your horizons. Also, is that a cat? You could have cats. You could have a cat. And then we have, I love his vibe. He's vibing, dude. But yeah, I feel like, again, with the possibilities and potential, I feel like you haven't reached your full potential. Like, there's something about, I'm picking up on a humanitarian energy, y'all. Especially with that monarch. We had the King of Wands and the Three of Cups, like royal bloodline type shit. Yeah, I feel like you're meant to expand your horizons, like step outside of your comfort zone. Try something new, even if it's a little scary or uncomfortable at first. We also were talking about travel, right? And then we have that cliff. I was seeing like someone hiking. Okay. these cards are flipping over. Okay, I'm gonna take both of them. They told me to take both of them. Altar of air. Clarity is coming through. Butterflies could be significant. Gold could be significant. I'm seeing a gold chain. Someone here could be wearing a gold chain or gold earrings. That's coming through. Someone here could also have blonde hair, like golden blonde hair. Y'all, look at that crown energy. I'm telling you. Y'all got some relations with like a royal bloodline. I don't know, something, dude. Like, you could have been very much been like a king or a queen in a past life, or you could have held like a royal position. I feel like you're gonna feel that in your heart. That's what just came through, and you resonate with that. And like, okay, so I remember, or I'm starting to remember some of my past lives, and I was afraid that if I like remembered certain things that I might get in my head about it or become like a little egoic, and like, that's not something you need to be afraid of, is what's coming through. All right, I feel like you're a very humble person, like very humble. You're not the type to like, I mean, beginning, you're not like a very flashy person as well. I don't know why that just came through so specifically. But yeah, clarity is coming in. Like, you're getting more clear about things, about what you want, what direction you want to go in. Creature of earth, take charge. Yes. What have we been talking about, y'all? Take charge. With foxes could be significant. I'm really drawn to these people down here working as well. Someone here could have a farm. That was what was coming through last time. Creature of earth, take charge. You could be an earth sign as well. Earth signs have been coming through a lot. 9, 10, 11, 9, 12. 12 could be significant. The number 12, you could be seeing 12, 12. Or you 39, that number could be significant. Someone's parent could be 39, or you could be 39. I'm getting a life path 3 as well. You could be a life path 3. Father of earth, leadership. You're a leader. You're a leader. I'm hearing you're not meant to do what everybody else is doing. No, that's actually very detrimental to you. Okay, you're not meant to do what everyone else is doing. You're meant to pave your own way. You're meant to pave your own path. Okay, and you know this. I don't know why you're playing games. You know this. I'm trying to see if there's anything that comes through. 9s could be significant. 999, 919. Start of a cycle, end of a cycle. Okay. Root of earth, inspired action. Dude. Gardens could be significant. I'm seeing someone walking through a garden. Someone could have just walked through a garden recently. Or has a garden at their house. I feel drawn to the fact that he's a masculine as well. Like, I'm getting with this imagery that if you're a masculine, like embracing like your compassionate side could really, I don't know, there's something here. I'm hearing humanitarian efforts. I feel like some of you guys may be guided to like volunteer or really get into humanitarian causes. That's what I'm getting. I'm seeing Angelina Jolie. That's the type of energy you're giving, like a celebrity that like just wants to help people. Even if you aren't a celebrity, like you could just be a community, like someone that's well known in their community, and you're being guided to help in your community. And the farm is coming through. If you're someone who owns a farm, like I feel like I'm talking to you because you keep coming through. But yeah, root of earth, again, another earth sign. There's something, I feel like you have a very grounding energy, like a very grounded, stable, humble energy, and you're really meant to lean into that a little more at this time, or lean into like your empathetic side, your compassionate side. Y'all, this reading has been all over the place. We've been talking about a little bit of everything. But yeah. We have, I love how I'm feeling guided to use the ancestral deck too. There's something about ancestry. On the back of the card, we have Altar of Earth, another Earth card. Limitless prosperity. Like when you lean into this, I feel like when you lean into this, you're going to attract like a lot more abundance is what's coming through. I'm also picking up on real estate. Someone you're going to want to get into real estate. The martyr, sacrifice, and self-reflection. You know what's coming through with this? Look at those beautiful colors though. You know what's coming through with this? I feel like you guys have sacrificed your true desires, or you've sacrificed parts of yourself to kind of feel more comfortable in society, or to maybe you resonate with being a recovering people pleaser. And so you're really being called to step into your unconventionality, or to do things that may like spark, I'm hearing like controversy, or lean into topics that could spark controversy. There's something here about your intelligence. Like you're smart, and I feel like you're not actually like showing how smart you are. Like you have a depth. Sacrifice and self-reflection. But you're being called to self-reflect at this time. You're being called to reflect. You're being called to kind of change your perspective on how you're showing up, or how you're showing up in your day-to-day life. Flowers are so significant here. Someone could have recently bought someone roses. That's coming through. Dating as well is coming through. Someone here could be dating more, or wanting to get back into dating. This is coming through. Meditation could be significant. Prayer could be significant. I'm just saying, I just saw someone like sit in meditation and being like, oh God, they're being like, okay, I've never done this before, but I'm gonna I just got a vivid ass image of that. You guys could be, okay, if you're not someone who has been like into spiritual practices, or you haven't been someone who's like really been into meditation, like maybe you're interested in spirituality and you listen to these videos and like you're in it, but you haven't been like strong in your practices, you could be being guided to do that, like pray more, meditate more. And this is leading you to change your perspective, or to strengthen your faith, strengthen your energy. Yeah, I'm seeing someone meditating and like their aura expanding. Okay. Oh. Father God, radical truth. I'm telling y'all got ancestral knowledge. There's something about, I'm hearing like your ancestors passed down knowledge to you, and you're meant to speak your truth, especially for your ancestors that didn't get the chance. You could be a person of color. I really get that you guys are meant to share more of your perspectives and like show up consistently in that way. I'm also picking up on travel vlogging again. Like you could be someone who's really into other cultures, or really fascinated by other cultures, and you're being guided to like share that, like travel and like learn about other cultures and share that. That's what I'm getting. Like I know that's very specific, so that could be very specific for one of you guys, or maybe you're meant to do that in other ways. Like I'm seeing someone reading, so maybe you're meant to really deepen your knowledge, spiritual knowledge in general, and share that. Like I feel like this is a lifelong journey for you. I'm hearing monarch. I really think you guys had a past life of being like someone who is a ruler, but I'm getting like a good ruler, especially with Father God as well. I feel like you guys are really being guided to deepen your faith. And then that card I saw earlier on the back of the deck came out. Altar of Earth, limitless prosperity. You guys are about to tap into some money. There's something about, these cards are so beautiful. There's something about, you see how she's like a ruler too? Like she's giving ruler. Africa could be significant as well. Like if you're a person of color, you could be guided to go back to your roots. I'm getting going to Africa could be very significant for you. The lotus flowers I'm also drawn to. You could have a lotus flower tattooed on you, or you could just really love lotuses. Those are about transformation. Lotuses grow underwater in the murkiness, in the dirt. They transform. I feel like you've gone through multiple transformations as well. Limitless prosperity. I feel like you have ancestral, like there's something about your ancestors wanting you to tap into like wealth consciousness is what I'm getting as well. And this could have been something that you were afraid to want, but you're meant to want it. You're meant to want more. Two of Wands is coming to mind again. Expand your horizons. Okay. I'm gonna pull one more card, then I'm gonna pull one more. Oh shoot, something so significant about your ancestors. I think you've got some powerful ass ancestors. Yep, there we go. The Goddess Circle, Wheel of Change. You're meant to really lean into change at this time. You could really draw into goddesses as well, learning more about goddesses. I'm hearing Ishtar. You could really love the Avatar movies as well. That just came through. Yeah, I really get Egyptian energy with this card. It's so beautiful. You got some powerful as feminine ancestors. That's what's coming through. Yeah, the women in your lineage were powerful is what's coming through. Monarch energy. I'm getting like community monarchs as well. Does that make sense? Like I'm seeing a bunch of women sit around a circle. I know this is actually what this image is, but I'm seeing a bunch of women sitting around a circle, like by a fire. It's weird. I'm getting like an ancestral image. Like I'm seeing what looks like it would be like Africa. That's kind of what it looks like, or like an ancient Egypt. It looks like a desert. And I'm seeing like the men in the background, like building like houses or like tending to things around the women, and then the children are like running around like by their moms, and like these women are sitting around a fire like singing and like praying and like talking. That's what I'm getting. I'm hearing going back to the roots as well. I feel like you guys could be about to connect. If you're a feminine energy, you could be about to connect to other powerful feminine energies. I'm hearing women that you didn't think you would come across. I'm hearing you're gonna have to travel to meet these women. This is a very specific message. You're meant to travel to meet these women, or they're going to come into your life in an unexpected way. There's something about you returning to that of, how do I say this? Returning to like the root of like your ancestral like feminine energy. Does that make sense? Also feel like the women in your lineage were psychic as shit. Like seriously. That's what I'm getting. Okay, y'all. That is your message for the day. I had such a great time with you guys. I love you, and I'm gonna go. I really hope this message resonated, and I will see you in the next video.